And so we figured out how to, and then we just restarted the same game. But this time we restarted knowing a few of the tricks to hold off the doom. So we built a better dam, to put the inflation, the wall of inflation behind, the interest payment inflation that's sitting out there. And so now we have a big cement dam with the inflation held behind it. But it's still going to break. It's still doom. And so we didn't learn anything the first time, and maybe we'll learn something the second time. But the second time it's going to be so bad because now the poor people have AK-47s. So it ain't going to be 1929. It's going to be a whole new fucking depression. Scary as shit. Alright, so he talks about this generation sucking blood. Yeah, every generation would have sucked the blood. If they could have sucked the oil and they could have sucked the value, they would have. Come on. And the gluttonous kings, any kind of technology or value that they could have gotten their hands on, they would have exploited the hell out of it. So this again with this bullshit idea that somehow this generation was more fucked-hearted than those good old jolly fellows from the past. Go read A Christmas Carol, for Christ's sakes. The past wasn't so fucking good, Nick. God, grow a brain. A Tale of Two Cities. You should know that one at least. I mean, living in France now and all. You should have a real affection for that novel. Idiot. Surplus is again in the position of the aristos. Yeah, there we go, in the possession of the aristos. So yeah, it's exactly like Tales of Two Cities. We've got all the monies now in the hands of these aristocratic motherfucking pricks who didn't earn it. They're controlling the surplus. They're controlling the investment capital. So the only place it gets invested is in the cheap, rackety, high-profit, short-term goals and gains. Long-term, fuck it, who cares? They have no vision for the future. They have no vision for civilization. All they care about is, can we paint a rock a pretty enough color to sell it to some moron? And there's all this libertarian crap out there. Come on, people, wake up. If you legalized lotteries and raffles and allowed anybody to have one, that's how it would be. People would enter a lottery at Walmart for a loaf of bread, a raffle. They'd be raffling food because the people keep falling for it because they want the cheapest, easiest, quickest. I do it. I just bought some shit on eBay and fixed it because I'm too cheap to buy new. And that's they're going to look for that. They're going to look for some shortcut. And if you provide a shortcut, they'll take it. If you provide slave labor, they'll enslave people. Fucker. Every civilization's progress on power held surplus. Again, surplus is the game. Surplus is the word. Let me hear you use that word surplus, Nick. Use the word surplus as many times as possible. That's the key to the fucking economy. Who controls the surplus? By what incentives? By what motivations? By what logic and discipline do they apply that surplus into the economy to create what value for who? Again, we can argue about government spending. I don't defend government unions. I don't defend the politics being owned by those workers. I think, in theory, government employees shouldn't be allowed to vote, especially on at least in economic issues, because they just keep voting their own interest, and that's doom. It ruins the Liberal Party in the United States because we end up paying for a bunch of unproductive work. But the bottom line is they do accomplish things. They do get the roads paved. They do build the infrastructures. It does get done. And that investment is worth it, but it's got to be paid for. The government's creating surplus in the form of a bond, and it's not surplus, it's fake surplus. And the people who really hold the value and are collecting the interest, that's the evil. Those are the people that have the actual surplus. They have the actual possession of the surplus. And how are they investing it? That's right, for their own profit, for their own gain. They don't give a shit about who has medical care. They don't give a shit about whether or not we have enough regulations to oblige oil derricks, to be manufactured to certain specifications to prevent absolute fucking disaster. They don't care about any of that crap. They just care about their fucking money and making more of it so they can hire more desperate people, to shove dildos up their ass. So anyway, fuck you, fuck your elitist, fuck prick goddamn subscribers, which they all are. They're all a bunch of fucking, no doubt about it, none of them have worked a day in their fucking lives. So whatever, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.